SEO plugins are a staple part of WordPress. I think anyone with a WordPress site is running some kind of SEO plugin. And two of the most popular are Yoast and Rank Math. And in fact, I did a video just recently on both of those plugins where I was helping you decide which one you should choose. But now there is a new kid on the block when it comes to SEO plugins. Hey, it's Alex here, and in this video, I'm going to be taking a look at SureRank, which is a fairly new SEO plugin for WordPress. It's by the people at Brainstorm Force. You know, they're the guys behind the excellent Astra theme and loads of other great plugins. And, well, I thought I should take a look and see what it's like. How does it compare to plugins like Yoast and Rank Math? And is it the one that you should be choosing for your website? So I've just installed it onto estepona.life, which is, of course, my side project. It's doing pretty well, actually. I'll have an update video for you on that real soon. But yeah, I've installed it. I'm at the setup wizard. Let's jump on the computer. Let's take a look at SureRank. And, well, let's see what it's like. So here we are. Here is SureRank. It's just installed. I'm on the free version right now, but I am going to try the business version too, just to see what extra features you get. But this is the free one. You install it, you get a wizard. This is standard with any SEO plugin. Yoast has one, which is pretty basic. Rank Math has one, which is quite comprehensive. But let's get through this SureRank one and see what it's like. Okay, so the first thing is, it's detected that I was previously running Yoast, and it's asked me if I want to bring over the data from Yoast. So that's useful if you want to migrate from a plugin you're already using. And as I mentioned in the intro, you probably are already using a plugin. So we can do that by ticking this box, or we can skip it, or obviously not do that if we don't want to. But let's see what happens if we do migrate. So it's going to bring over the categories, the pages, the posts, the products. Now I just noticed here that I've ignored the warning about the caching plugin, but hopefully we'll be okay. Okay, that's done. So we've imported SEO settings, meta templates, homepage, robot instructions, image SEO, social, archive, and sitemaps. Since SureRank has different features compared to the plugin you imported from, and there was an automatic migration, some settings may not have carried over, like schema. So, okay, well, let's go through what we've got. Okay, the next thing is the AI, which is your personal SEO co-pilot, which sounds good. So let's connect that. Now I'm going to need to log into my SureRank account, which I do have. So let me just log in. Okay, signed in. Let's click connect. Okay, that's all connected. And now we've got the basic website details. This, again, is pretty standard with most SEO plugins. You can choose what kind of website you are. I mean, am I an organization? Am I a personal blog? Community blog? I guess I'm a community blog news website, maybe. Guess that fits. Organization type, you can be corporation, whatever. I mean, I'm just an organization, I think. A lot of options here. I'm going to go with organization. Website name is estepona.life. We can describe what we do. Well, it's a guide to Estepona. See if I can improve that with AI. Oh, it needs 5 words. Guide to Estepona for visitors to help them enjoy their time in the town. I mean, I should have put some more thought into that, but let's see. AI, can you do better? Yes. I like it. It's already found the logo. Of course, you can upload a logo if you like. Select the About page. The About page is not the About Estepona. It's actually About Estepona Life. And contact page is, well, contact. So perfect. Let's click Next. Now, it's already got the social profiles. I don't think I've got a Pinterest. I should probably set that up. I do have a WhatsApp. Put that in. Okay, I just tested it. That works fine. Let's click Next. Your SEO engine is ready. So we've got the metadata generation, XML sitemap generated, schema markup enabled, open graph and Twitter cards, auto set image, alt and title attributes. Sounds perfect. Let's go to the dashboard. So that was nice and straightforward. Bit more to it than the Yoast one, I'd say, but a little less than the Rank Math. Okay, so this is our dashboard, and here we have our SEO audit, which tells us that we've got some things missing. We've got the search engine description is missing on the homepage. No H1 heading found on the homepage. Really? Okay, that's not good. I thought I did. I'm going to have a look at my homepage now. Hang on a second. Is this not a H1? I mean, it's not the best H1 if I'm honest. No, it's a H2. Okay. I probably really should have an H1 on the homepage. Where I'm going to put it, I'm not sure. Maybe this should be a H1. Let me just go back to the dashboard. So I did notice it can say fix it for me. So let's go through this and we can fix these things. So H1, that is a big one. Let's fix this. No, okay. I need to upgrade to SureRank Pro to do that. Interesting. Okay, but we can view the details. So I can go and add this manually. I'll tell you what, I'll fix that manually and then maybe we'll upgrade to business in a second and just see how the AI fixes these other things. It says my search console isn't connected, XML sitemap is not accessible. Okay, so interestingly, it gives you the stuff that you need to do in the free version, but then if you want to fix it, you need to use the business version, which I guess that's fair enough. Okay, let me just do this H1. So I'm going to jump back onto the homepage, and then yeah, I need this to be a H1. Let me just edit this. Okay. We're going to do Estepona guide and information. I mean, I should probably keyword research this, but it is an Estepona guide and information, right? That's better than what it was. And then we need to make this a H1. That's a little too big, I think. Let's just make this a little, that's too small. Maybe a little bigger. Perfect. Then I'll add the other one. Welcome to Estepona.live as the, I don't know, H2. Let's do that. H2, that's fine. Good. So, well, that's one thing fixed. I should have fixed that ages ago. Why did my other SEO plugins not tell me this? That's one thing that's better already. Let's go back to that dashboard. Now, if I run the check again. Okay, that's gone. We've got a green. I love the greens. Okay, so yeah, I'll come back to this in a second. When we go upgraded to the next one, the business or the pro version, we'll see if we can fix this automatically. So in terms of the settings, we've got some templates. This, again, is quite similar to the other plugins. You can decide how you want your page title. Generally, post title, site name is a good way to do it. Description, post content, and it gives you a little preview. That's nice. We've got some social stuff here, which means, you know, you can set your default Facebook image, all that kind of stuff. I always do that manually for each thing I post. Homepage is, yeah, it's a kind of static page, so I can do that by editing the homepage itself. So yeah, all of this stuff is dependent on if I go into edit the homepage by clicking on here. Get rid of this. So we have this panel now, you see, where we can go through and we can basically optimize the page. Now I've just noticed that this page title doesn't actually match, and in fact that's not quite what I want, because I have an article on the best things to do in Estepona, so I don't really need to optimize my homepage for that keyword. I think it should be Estepona guide and information. That way it matches up. Well, I don't need that. Matches up with the header, the H1, and then you can set the social, which I'm not going to do right now. You can no index, no follow, which you would definitely not want to do on the homepage, I don't think. And then you can use the schemas or change the schemas. So it's a website, this is a web page, the organization, and then it's got, you know, the details that we already set in the settings. Now, of course, I can't analyze this because it's not a real page or a piece of content. It's just a collection of stuff that's pulled in to create the homepage. It's very dynamic, so we can't do that optimization here. But let's save that. But we will obviously be optimizing a little bit of content in a minute because I want to see how that works. We're going to save this. And let's close that. And then what have we got in here? Archive pages. We can remove the author pages and redirect to home. Okay. I never use author pages, so that's fine. And remove date archive pages and redirect to home. Let's remove the date archives as well. Just creates duplicate content as it says there. In advanced, we've got some no index settings. Be careful with this. You know, you start setting your no index, then you're going to have, well, stuff that's not indexed. But if you need to, you can stop stuff from being indexed. I've got different post types on this website, and it's picked all those up, which is great. I do like this interface. Real nice and clean, straightforward. Taxonomies. Yeah, we don't want to index the formats. Probably tags. I don't know. Badges. No, we don't need any of this, actually. Shipping classes. No, we don't want any of that to be indexed. Let's save. See, I seem to have missed all this with Yoast, which is what I was running before. You can have no follow, so this stops any from following links on selected content. Generally, I just set no follow on link by link basis, depending on who I'm linking to, and no archive again. So that's useful settings. In sitemaps, we've got your XML sitemap, and you can include the images. It says cron is not enabled on my site. Let's just click regenerate and see if we can get over that. I'm not sure what a cron is. That's something I'd need to speak to my host about. Let's click on view sitemap. I mean, it seems to have worked. It's created 8 sitemaps around a different post type, so that's nice. Could submit that up to Google Search Console. Here's the schema, so we can adjust this. Now, schema just basically is a way of telling Google what your content's about. It's a good thing to have for sure. This all looks perfect, but of course we can edit it if we need to. Here is the robots.txt editor. Now, I don't need to mess with this because this looks fine and I don't know what I'm doing, but it seems to have disallowed some useful stuff like the logs and the WooCommerce transient files and stuff like that. And it's also highlighted the sitemap. Breadcrumbs is a pro feature. We get to that in a minute, but that's basically adding breadcrumbs to your site, which you may or may not want to do. Image SEO, so we can redirect attachment pages to parent post. Very good. We can optimize image with AI. That's a pro feature. Automatically add alt text images that are missing one using the file name. So I guess the AI one, it looks at the image and then it adds the metadata. The alt text, that's cool. Auto generate alt text. Oh no, that's there. Okay, so I wonder what does this do? I need to upgrade and play with that. I'll have a look at that in a second. But this is the alt text using AI. So that's super cool because no one ever remembers to do their alt text, but it is good for SEO. Get an email summary so that once you've connected up your search console, which I could do with this. So that's going to take me through, and I need to choose my Google account, hook that up, select all this. I do trust them. I think it's found it, right? Okay. There we go. And now it's pulling in the data from Google Search Console, so that's nice. Oh, I like this. Top ranked, on the rise. I've got a little distracted here from the settings, but wow. All your Search Console data right there in your WordPress dashboard. I like that. That's super cool. I think maybe Rank Math does do this, but this is a cleaner way of doing it, I think. Okay, let's just go back to these settings. So we've hooked up our Search Console. So you can get an email summary, which will be basically all that Search Console data in an email. So that's nice. Instant indexing. So you can automatically notify search engines like Bing and Yandex, easy for me to say, when your content is published. And then there's some logs to do with that. Again, it needs the business, but we're going to look at that in a second. I mean, there's a lot of features here in the free one, to be fair, but some of these other features, they do look quite juicy, I've got to say. And then you've got this Google indexing where you basically get an API key from Google, and then you can automatically notify Google when your content is published or updated. So that's super cool. There, the advanced settings. Search Console, we've just been in here. Love this. Link Manager. So now this is a pro feature. Now, I think it's also a pro feature in Yoast too, but I think it's free with Rank Math. So we'll look at that in a second. And then we've got tools here. So you can turn on and off stuff. You can import, export. You can migrate to SureRank, which we've already done. You've got some miscellaneous. You can contribute some non-sensitive information. And you've got your role manager. That's a pro feature. So before we upgrade, I'm going to jump into a little bit of content, and let's just see how the content optimization looks with SureRank. I've also noticed I've got two windows going on here. Let's close this. There we go. It opened a new tab thing. I'm using Arc browser, by the way, just on a side note, and I absolutely love it. I've been using it for months, and well, maybe a year now. And yeah, if you're still on Chrome or Safari, try Arc. It's so good. Anyway, I got distracted. So let's go into a post like this one. I published just the other day. Take an edit. It says it needs improvement, so let's see what we got. I like this column, nice and clean. So here we go. By the way, if you're interested in terms of what it is like to live in Spain, do go and check out this video that I did recently. It's actually doing really well. So we go down here, and then we can pop up our SureRank SEO panel here. So we're a little bit over on the search engine title. Don't think that's such a big deal, but let's go to Analyze. So we've got no links found on this page, and the search engine title exceeds 60 characters. So, okay, maybe we should optimize the title. I'm doing it like that because I want to capture people searching for what's it like living in Estepona and what's it like living in Spain, because that's obviously going to be a much bigger search term. Facebook preview looks good, exactly how I want it. And advanced, don't need any of that. The schema is good. It's an article. Person. I mean, I could put my name here, right? But I guess it's using my last name. I think that's okay. Okay, so I just need to add some links. And then down here we've got the keyword check. So this is interesting, but let me just add a link. Where can we link to? I've been living in Espano for nearly 4 years now. I could link this to the About page. Why not? There we go. Obviously, you do need links. I could probably add a few more links if I go through and find some stuff. But yeah, I like this because it's nice and clean. Because the thing with Rank Math and Yoast is they have that traffic light thing, which maybe we'll get when we add a keyword. Let's add a keyword. Okay. Yeah, you know what I mean? They have those traffic lights where you add the keyword and then you try and optimize and you're trying to get the green light, and people just obsess about it. And to be honest, it doesn't make a lot of difference. This is the top level stuff that does make a difference. Like, you know, the basic page checks, like just making sure that you've got a link, making sure that you've got a short URL and that you've got a page title, and, you know, there's some subheadings. So these are the basic stuff. you don't need to obsess too much about, trying to get the keyword in so many times and all that stuff that Yoast used to make you do. People used to spend hours trying to get the green traffic light, and there's no benefit to it. You're wasting your time, whereas this is just super quick stuff. So you can just check the basics, the stuff that's important. And as long as you're writing good content and, you're doing a bit of keyword research, you're writing content around what people are looking for, and hopefully you attract a few inward links, that is SEO, right? Of course, you could do more link building, and that's probably the biggest mover of the needle. But the on-page stuff, you don't want to be wasting too much time on it. You want it done simple, quick, and easy. And this plugin really does show that you can do that. So, yeah, I could go through and add the thing. I should probably add... so page type. Have I even got a... I don't think I've even got... Have I got a H1? I'm going to add that here. I should have this here. And I should definitely have a H1. I guess on the page that this is actually the H1. Maybe this should be... I don't want two H1s. You should only have one. I will just double check that in a second. I've got what's it really like. I could probably get rid of the really. Like this. Let's just update the page and just have a look. That should fix that. Yeah, I think the theme, popcorn theme we're running here, that is going to make this the H1. Let's just have a quick looky at the post. Okay, here we are. Yeah, this is definitely the H1, so that's fine. And this is the H2. Kind of doubled up a little bit, but I think that's fine. So what else do we got in here? Hey, it's Alex from the future here. I was just editing this video. I just wanted to jump in because I realized that at the very beginning of this section, when I was optimizing, I did a typo, right, on this. It should be either what it's like living in Estepona or what is it like living in Estepona, which is why when I was doing the analysis, let me just save, the focus keyword was not found in the SEO title. I could just probably copy this and put this into here like that. Then this should all update, which it has. So yeah, I just want to jump in there. It was a typo, and try and make obviously your SEO title match up with your keyword. Let's get back to the video. Not found in the meta. Again, this could be fixed with AI. Focus keyword not found in URL. That's fine. I don't want a super long URL. Nice tips, but I'm happy with that. So, and that's it. Is that it? That's I think that's all the optimization you kind of get with that. So nice, simple, and clear. So let me upgrade it to the business version, and let's just have a quick look at some of those AI features because that looks super interesting. So I'm going to go back to my dashboard. I've actually got the plugin installed. I just need to enable it. Down here, SureRank Business, activate. Okay. So now we should have some pro features. Let's go back into the dashboard. So let's see what AI can do. Search engine description is missing on the homepage. Fix it for me. So here are the generated homepage descriptions. Review and apply the one you like. I like this. Estepona Life provides a detailed guide for visitors to Estepona featuring local attractions, dining and cultural experiences for an enriching stay. I like all of these. I'm going to use the first one. That's absolutely fine. So with this, we can easily tick off the problems. Images on the homepage do not have alt text attributes. Site tagline is not set in WordPress settings. Is that a big thing? Robots.txt file is not accessible. I do want to fix this. What's going on with this? So in here it says I need to go into the thing. Okay. Let me go back into the, where was it, robots.txt. I think this is fine. Do we need to save this? Okay, so we could open it with this. I mean, this looks like a different, I don't know if we've got some kind of conflict here with what Yoast did, but there's definitely a robots.txt there, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. It says Search Console is not connected. I'm going to just run checks because we did connect the Search Console, so maybe it's just a little bit out of date. Okay, that's better. Okay, so that's super cool. Let's go into advanced, and there was this image SEO which I'm really interested in. And we've got the optimize image SEO with AI. I like that. Or you got the auto generate. Newly uploaded to improve accessibility and SEO. Now, what is the difference between these? Because one's with AI, one's without AI. Okay. I think that's a better way of doing it. Optimize image SEO with AI and then auto-generate alt text. I like it. I mean, I guess you need to check that a little bit, but I'm going to have confidence in that. So the other things you get with the Pro version, you get the redirection manager. Now, I'm actually running another redirection plugin, so I don't need this right now, but I always think that a redirection manager is super useful. If you want to create short URLs, you want to move content about, you always need to make sure you've got redirects, so that's good. For the link suggestions, it gives you some link suggestions. So maybe it does this within the post. So let's go back into a post and see if we can get some link suggestions on that article. Go back in here, back into SureRank SEO. I'm going to go into analyze. Then if we go to link suggestions, we can click on suggest links and it should give us some suggestions for our links. Let's have a look. And here we are. So we've got about Estepona. I think I'm going to add this one. So about Estepona on the moving to Estepona. Let's add that. So that's added that one. It's just slotted it in here. But what you can also do, if I close this, is you can go through the text and you can highlight text that you think is relevant and it will come up with some link ideas. So let's just do that. I think if I highlight some text and click on the button, it's then going to give me my link suggestions. That's it. So I did property and Estepona. I don't know, have I got anything? Okay, it's giving me some ideas. To be honest, I don't have a page on property stuff. Now if I highlight cafes and restaurants, I'm wondering if it will find my restaurant pages. Okay, yeah, it's found the best coffee. I can link my cafes to best coffee. Our tapas as well. If I change this slightly, it's giving me an idea. It's in outside. Ooh. For tapas. Now, if I do this, best tapas. Yep, that's the one. I like that. So that's a bit like, what was that plugin? Oh, what was it called? Link Whisper. That was a plugin that did the internal links for you. But now with this plugin, it does it for you. So that's cool. I like this plugin. Now, I'm going to finish just by having a look at the pricing. I maybe should have told you that earlier. But for me, the free plugin is cool. But if you want those AI features, then, yeah, I think you need to upgrade. So let's have a quick look at the SureRank pricing. So here we are. The annual Pro plan is $99 a year. Now, I'm just having a look on my notes over here because that's cheaper than both RankMath and Yoast. Here we go, the pricing here. So for Yoast, it's $118.80, and that's just for one site. This is for 10 sites. Get the AI, it's all included. The internal links. That internal link is super cool. I can't remember if Yoast does that. Not sure. Yeah, I've always used that other plugin. So that's cool. I mean, but it's all included. The Then you've got this business one. Now, this is the one that I was running, but it seems like the main difference is it's up to 500 sites. Other than that, it's pretty much the same. So it really depends on the number of sites you're running in. This is going to be for like an SEO agency, I guess. In terms of rank math pricing, rank math is 116 and a penny. That is for unlimited sites, I should say. Unlimited sites that you own. If you are an SEO agency, that's not going to be the one for you. You're going to have to upgrade to their like business or agency plan. I can't remember what it's called, and I know that's way over $300. So SureRank seems to, the pricing seems to be spot on here at $99 a year, the cheapest out of all of them for the 10 sites, and yeah, I really like it. I think it's going to be a big threat to those two old guys, those SEO plugins, Yoast and Rank Math. I'm going to keep it on Estepona Life, finish optimizing some content with it. And, well, when I do my updates on Estepona Life, I'll share with you how the rankings and everything are going. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know which SEO plugin you prefer. Are you running Rank Math? Maybe you're running Yoast. Are you thinking maybe I'll try SureRank? Personally, I think you should. I really like it. But yeah, let me know in the comments. I do love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and make sure you're subscribed. Otherwise, I won't be able to see you in the next one.